G'day, Archie crew. Hope you're having a fantastic day today and your family's happy and healthy. All right, we're going to take a look at the best mods for beginners, or my look at what I feel is probably the best mods that you could upload to your first profile to get you started. And they're basically a bunch of mods that I use whenever I start any profile that I'm using, and they range from sound mods to physics mods to truck mods, paint jobs, etc, etc. So before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, you might as well, and it helps me out tremendously. Also, if you like the video at the end of it, give me the thumbs up. If you didn't, give me the thumbs down. Let me know what I can do to improve it. Also, we have a VTC, which is a virtual trucking company, on both Trucksbook and Pickup. So if you're interested in joining that and joining in the fun, the links will be down in the description. And also, there'll be a link down there to my how-to playlist. Anything that you see in this video that you want to know about, more than likely it'll be in that how-to playlist, so you can check it out all there. Right, so let's go and check out these mods that I would recommend for you. Okay, so here we are in the mod manager. If you're not familiar with the mod manager, it's fairly easy to get to. Let me back out and show you. When you're in the title screen, here's your profile name. Down here on the left, you'll have your list of links to different things. Continue career, which is starting the game. You've even got a driving academy where you can practice and see if you can pass your academy. You've got the DLC link, and then you have the mods. You've got extra options and quit. But we're only concerned about the mods right now. For the rest, I'll probably be making a series of videos explaining it to beginners. But for now, we're just looking at the mods for beginners. So you click on the mods, and it will bring you into the mod manager. And in the mod manager, you'll have here on the left-hand side, you have all the mods that you've downloaded or that you've installed in here at your fingertips. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these ones because I've got hundreds of them. And for now, we're just going to concentrate on the ones that I recommend for a beginner profile, which this is. This is a beginner profile. And over here is all your active mods. This is where you place the mods that you want in your game, in your profile. Now, the mods that I've chosen are my go-to mods whenever I start a profile. So these mods will be all the mods that I choose first before I go anywhere else for any other mods in my profile. So the first one I always choose, never miss, is the Sound Fixes pack. And what that does is it increases or amplifies or improves the sounds within the game. He's been doing this for over 9 years. The guy Drive Safely is the author. Shout out to Drive Safely, because I really love this guy's mod, the Sound Fixes pack, because it just adds to the immersion of the game, because it increases the reality of the sounds, makes them more real life sounding. I don't know how to explain it. And for the ambient sounds, for drawbridges, for filling stations, etc., etc., you'll see all the different sounds that he tweaks in this Sound Fixes mod and what it does here. So you'll be able to read all about that in here. Now, all these mods are accessible from the Steam Workshop. Okay, so this is your Steam Workshop here, and you can go to this Steam Workshop and download all your mods from here. They're free mods. You don't have to pay anything for them, and they're automatically updated once you download them from the workshop. They're not automatically installed, but what I'll do is I'll show you once you download them. Say this one here, for example, when you get it, it will be in this side of the mod manager, and you will click on the one that you've just downloaded or subscribed to. You just double click on it and it pops over here. So I'll do that again so you can see. So when you've downloaded it or installed it or subscribed to it, it will sit here in this side of the mod manager. You can then double click it and it will pop on over here. Then you can move it to wherever you want in the active mods by clicking decrease or increase, and that will put it anywhere you want. Now there's a quicker way if you want to put it straight to the bottom. This arrow here, you can click it and go straight to the bottom. This arrow here takes it straight to the top. I always place the Sound Fixes pack at the top and give it the highest priority at the top. And like I say, it just increases the immersion in the game because it makes the sounds more believable. That's probably the best way to describe it and the simplest way. So always, if you're looking for the best sound, grab this Sound Fixes pack. He's got it available for ETS and ATS, so you can use it in both. Then the next one, this is my personal favorite, and it's not a must-have mod, but it's one that I always load into my profiles because I own cats in real life. It's called the Fazel's Cab Cat. And what this one does is it actually gives you, I think it's about 6 different types of cats that you can choose from that will either sit on the dash, sit on the seat, or sit on the sleeper in the back of the truck. Now I always do this because, like I say, I've got dogs as well as, and I've got cats. I'm a dog and cat person. And this one, like I say, I've got one of his cats that I use, and I'll show you when I jump in the truck in game, is nearly identical to one of my cats called Tiger. And he always sits on my dash in all my trucks if I can possibly do that. If not, he'll sit on the seat beside me and comes for the drive with me. So this, again, like I say, this is not a must-have, but it is for me because I have him in every truck that I drive. Then the next one I choose is the camera mod. Now this one, I used to have 2 mods to do what this one mod does. And what this mod does is it gives you various camera angles when you're driving the truck. And again, I will show that to you when I'm driving the truck. But this replaced 2 other mods. I had to have 2 mods to get the same amount of angles and same amount of views that I can get with this one mod. So I highly recommend this one, and it explains again what the different angles are, different default keys that you can use, and what sort of views you'll get in the description here. And again, you can subscribe to this in the Steam Workshop. Like I say, all these are in the Steam Workshop. I will leave links to all of these mods in the description below, so you don't have to go hunting for them. You'll be able to just click on the links, subscribe to them, and then install them. And again, to install them, it's simple as once you've subscribed, it will appear over here. Double click and then put it in the correct place that you want it to be. All right, it's that simple. You just activate it by putting it over here. Confirm changes. When you've done that, don't forget to confirm changes, because that will save the ones that you've already put in here. The next one I go for is Yara. It means yet another route advisor. And again, that's pretty self-explanatory. What it is a route advisor or a GPS. And it basically places a heads-up display above your windscreen or at the top of the windscreen, and also has a transparent GPS if required, and you can change the zoom feature on that, and all your data that you need is across here. And again, I will show you this in game, but again, just letting you know what ones I use. Yara, yet another route advisor. Definite must have, because of the way that it gives you all the information you require across the top and gives you a transparent route advisor. Then the next one is the fog lights. And what this does is it adds the hella range of lights to your trucks. and it covers the DAF, Iveco, MAN, Mercedes, Renault, Scania, and Volvo. So it will put these lights with either the Hella brand or the DAF logo, Iveco, MAN, Mercedes, Renault, Scania, and Volvo on the covers. And yeah, so you'll have different nodes where you can place them when you customize your trucks. And this, like I say, will then have these nice stylish fog lights that you can place on your truck. And again, you can get it via the Steam Workshop for free. Then I have two of my favorite engine sounds mods. I use Mortal and Cash Cummins M11, and I use the JC's Amateur Engine Pack. Now, both these packs have been around for a long, long time, but they are very good, and they cover nearly every truck that you could possibly think of. They cover most of the default trucks, if not all of them, and they cover quite a lot of the third-party trucks, like the Mac R and all this that I'll show you later. So you can choose from quite a few different engine sounds, and you can see them all here. You've got your Cummins N14, Caterpillar 3408, the Caterpillar 1693 TA, and it goes on and on and on. You've got quite a few different ones you can choose from, all with varying lopes or without lopes. You've got in the M11, you've got it covers all the SES trucks and then all these third-party trucks. So like I say, it will cover basically any truck you use. You'll be able to place this motor or one of these motors in it, and they sound great, and they behave great too. And so again, you can get them from the Steam Workshop. Now this next one for me is a must-have, because it puts my Argy Bargy Transport logo onto my trucks and trailers, and also some of the traffic trucks and trailers. And you can see here which ones it covers when you read about it. Again, it's not a must-have, so if you're that way inclined, if you feel like promoting the VTC and supporting the channel, you could use this mod, and people will see it when they see your game playing. Then the next one is another mod for trucks. It's the Custom Wheels pack, and what this does is it adds show truck rims to most of the trucks. So that's, like I say, that's custom wheels and rims, and it is a mod used in your customizer. When you go in your trucks, customize them and change your paint jobs, you'll see them in there that you can use on the trucks. Then real Eaton Fuller transmission. I recommend this as a must-have, because what that does is it provides various Eaton Fuller gearboxes, transmissions to most of the trucks in the game, also most of the modded trucks. It will cover them, and it goes, as you can see here, 15s, 11s, 10s, 18 speed, 16 speed, 13 speed, 10 speed, 9 speed gearboxes, and it covers basically all the Eaton Fuller range of gear transmissions, or very close to it, so that you can add them to your trucks in ETS2. Now we're getting to the physics, and these two here, these two physics mods, I've used this Realistic Trucks physics mod for quite a long time. And I'm not swearing here, this is his name, fucking 64. Okay, FRKN64. Now he has created a great physics mod, but I've found by adding this one here to it and combining the two, this ETS2 physics mod by Max2504, by combining these two, the physics that you get are very close to what you would experience if you were driving a truck in real life. My opinion, some people may disagree with me. I have driven trucks in real life, and therefore the trucks that I've driven, I know how they feel, and these two mods offer a very good or very close experience to that. So this one here, like I say, is done by Max2504. And again, I will show you how these operate in the game when we get in there. And you can read again all about what he's done and what he's added in the description. I'm not going to go through all that because it'll make this video way too long. But again, be rest assured that these two physics mods work extremely well together and add to the immersion and the realism of the game. Now we get into the trucks that I personally add to the game in any of the profiles that I start. And these again are all Steam and they are all free, and I will leave all the links to them in the description below. The first one we're looking at, and only because it's in this order, is the RJL Scania T and T4 series. And as you can see over here, if you have a look at this, it's actually a long nose cab over. And these are actually in real life made by, they're not actually made by Scania, they're made by two different companies. I think one's in, no, I'm not going to say where what countries they're in because I'll get it wrong. But there's two different factories that make them, and what they basically do is they buy the Scanias, their cab overs, then they remove the cab or move it back and add the nose to it, and therefore you get a lot more room in your cab and a lot more features. Anyway, they look great. They behave great. They sit on the road great. I love the looks of these trucks. And again, I'll show you one of these when we get into the game. And again, you can read all about it here, explaining what the truck is. And these are great trucks. Now, you won't be able to buy them straight away when you get into the game if you're very first starting out, because you'll need to build up your funds and your XP, etc., so you can buy them. But by having them in there ready and waiting, once you do reach that level, they'll be there for you to use. And again, if you need to have a look at anything about these or how-tos, have a look in the description below. I'll leave a link to my how-to videos. There'll be a link at the end of the video too for my how-to videos, and it covers most of the stuff that we're talking about today. Okay, the next truck and trailer combination that I add is the Bujows, I think that's how you call it, or Bujows, DAF, XF, and custom trailer Bumblebee. Now, this is a great little combination mod where you get the truck, you get the DAF XF, and you get the Bumblebee trailer. And this trailer is a flatbed and drop side combined. So it's quite a long trailer, and therefore it's harder to maneuver, gives you a bit of a challenge, but it's also, it's just looks great when it's all put together. And I'll show you again once we get into the game. So that's number two. Number three truck is the Freightliner Agassi. Now, I've got a love-hate relationship with this mod. This is put together by some really great modders, Harvin, Lucasi, H Trucker, Oddfellow. Now, the reason I say I've got a love-hate relationship with this mod is because I love the style of this truck. It's a cab over. It looks great. It drives extremely well. However, sometimes it doesn't. Now, I know that sounds really weird, but the brakes are impossible on it. So if you're using this truck, you'll have to turn up your brake intensity, because the standard brake intensity is just isn't enough. It won't pull up properly. So you've got to increase the intensity to get the brakes to work correctly. And sometimes the steering will do some funny things. But apart from that, I just love this truck. And like I say, that's why I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. If these guys get together, shout out to you guys. If you could get together and fix those two problems, the steering and the braking, which are very important. If you could fix those things, this would be a great, excellent truck mod. But again, this is, like I say, we'll have a look at that once we get in the game. The next one is a Mac R, and I love the old Mac R. This is the Macca, and again, this is one by Harvin and his mates. And this is a must-have truck. Once you get into this truck and you drive it, you'll see what I mean. It's the old style or old school truck. It's just got so much character. And again, I know it's ETS, and this is a long nose, but you've got to drive it and see what I mean. It's just a beautiful truck to drive. And then the last mod that I would recommend for a beginner is the Freightliner FLB. Now this again too, this is a cab over, old style cab over, and again made by Harvin. He does some great jobs, this guy. And again, you can read all about what he's done here with it and what the updates bring. And it just looks the part because it's a cab over and it is old school again. Just love this truck too. So highly recommend that. So they're the mods. And again, like I say, they'll be in the description, the links to them, so you can find them straight away. Now what we'll do is we'll jump into the game and I'll see if I can remember all these mods to show you and so you can see what they look like in game. All right. So once we get back to the game, I'll come back. Okay. So here we are in game. And the first thing that I can't show you, but you can hear, is the sound mods. Now, you probably won't be able to have anything to compare it with if you're a beginner, but the sounds, this is the sound mod, the sound fixes mod. The ambient sound, the sound of the engines, the gearboxes, the interior sound, whoops, wrong button, inside the cabs, indicators, horn, are all improved with this sound fix mod. The next one, of course, is the cat. Like I said, let's jump inside, and there's the cat there. But what we'll do is I'll magically jump into the service center so that I can show you the different cats. Okay, so here we are at the service center, and this is where you come to customize your trucks. And in here, in the interior, is where you'll see your cat. And he's on the dashboard set. Now, as you can see here, you've got Ghost, Lockie, Spot, the Void, Tobias, and Tux. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like I say, 6 cats. I choose Tobias because he looks like my cat Tiger, and he sits on the dash. And as you can see, he's having a bit of a stretch there. And yeah. Let's do this so we can get rid of those nodes and you can see him. So he just sits on the dash there. He has a bit of a look around every now and again, wakes up, falls asleep, etc. Just like a normal cat would do. So he's totally animated and totally looks the part. So that's the cat one. Now the camera mod, I'll have to jump outside and show you that. I am remembering these in order, so that's good. Right, so exterior wise, these are the different views you can get. So you get the rear view camera or behind, but you can also move it around by using your mouse to move it around. The next one is the above shot of the truck. So when you're driving along, you'll see that. The next one is the top of the roof. And the next one after that is the roof, but with 360. So I can turn using my head tracker. And again, I've got a video in the how-to playlist if you want to find out how you go about getting the free head track. That will be in that video or in that playlist, and you can search it and find it. And then you've got your next view, which is like a frontal view. Then you've got a side view, which looks at the side of the truck while it's driving along, and you're back to your normal view again, and then interior. So as you can see with the head tracker, you can look around. And again, if you're looking at finding out how to do that, have a look at the how-to playlist that I've got in the description. So that's the camera mod. Now the Hella mod. Let's see if I can get back into here, which is the ETS Tool Hella and Truck Brands fog lights. This is them at the top of the truck. You can see these are the Mercedes ones, or Mercedes, whichever way you want to say it. Let's click the node, light bar. So if I click on the node, as you can see, that here are all the different brands of those lights. You also have other stuff that you can put on, but we're looking at this now. So if I wanted to put DAF, I can put DAF. If I just want the Hella, I can put Hella. Any brand truck I want, I can put on there because it's all covered by that. But we're looking at the Mercedes ones, or Mercedes, and we've put that on there. And again, you can do it down here as well. And these lights work. Let me turn them on. Although because it's daylight in here, you can't really see it, but they work fine. Let me get out of that one. Go to the paint job. And yeah, you can't really see them working in the daylight, but they work extremely well in the night and provide that extra bit of light that you need when you're driving along. Now the custom wheels, don't know if we can get them on this truck in particular, because some trucks you can't get them on. Let's see if we can. Oh, we can. These are the custom wheels that I was talking about. One of the mods, and the one I like in particular is this one. And I use the fire to get rid of the anything that's on it. We don't want any of them on there. Get rid of that. So it's just like so. And as you can see, nice looking rim and tire set. So that's the like I say, the custom wheels. You can change it to whatever wheel you want in the range, and it has quite a few go trucky type rims, and that gives you a fair idea of what you can do with it. Spider web looking one. So that's the rims. Then we're looking at the gearboxes. That's right. Oops. I'll get back to the engines in a minute. Actually, no, the engines is what we should be looking at. So here are these engines that I was talking about. You're spoiled for choice. Now, when you purchase this truck, if you didn't have the engine mods in it that we were showing you, or I was showing you earlier, you would get the Euro OMs, these ones, and that one. They're the only ones you'd have. But because we've got the mod in, you've got a choice from 500 horsepower all the way up to a 1420 horsepower engine, which to some people might be unrealistic. I don't use anything that powerful. The most I will use is the 1000 horsepower if I'm pulling extremely heavy weights, because there are trucks that use 1000 horsepower motors, and there's probably ones that use 1420, but I've never seen them. But so you've got that in the M11s, and you've got it with lope or without lope. And what the lope is the chugging sound. Is the best way to describe it. And then you in the JC, that's in the Mortal and Cash mod, and in the JC's amateur pack, you've got quite a lot of engines to choose from. You've got all your Cats, you've got all your Macs, you've got all your Scanias, you got all your Packard, and you've got more Cats, and then you've got the M14s, Cummins, etc., etc. And these motors sound great and they pull great too. So that's all your motors. And then you, like I say, then you've got your gearboxes, which are a ton of gearboxes to choose from. Again, you're spoiled for choice. Some may be totally confused, but what I look for is a nice 18-speed manual or a 16+2 in the differential range that I want, which is normally around about 3.25 or 3.8, depending on what I'm pulling at the time. So that's the motors and the gearboxes and all the rims and tires, the spotlights, and etc. Now I'll show you the trucks. As you can see in this profile, I've got quite a lot of trucks and drivers, and that's, yeah, as you can see there. So let's have a look at these trucks that I've put in here for you. Yeah, this is the T4 series Scania, the long nose. That's it in its standard form. I've also got one in here, Scania T, that I've already done up. Let's go and have a look at that. That's it there with those rims and tyres. And as you can see, it's more of a show trucky look. And that's the long nose. It's got the extra long sleeper on it. Let's jump inside so you can have a look at the interior. And there's Tiger on the dash. I don't really put a lot on the interiors. A lot of people put curtains and heaps of things hanging off it. I find that it actually slows the performance of the game if you have too much on the interior of your cabs. I just do them nicely, put a cat in there and maybe a CB radio if I feel like it, and maybe put a nice steering wheel on it. But so that's the interior, that's the exterior. It's just, like I say, this is one of the trucks that is in the mods. It's the RJL Scania T and T4 series. Great looking truck. Okay, so the next one is the Barjoos. Now, I don't know if I've got Barjoos in here. Actually, I think I do have this one. Yeah. Okay, so this is Barjoos one, and it comes with a trailer. What I might do is let's drive it. And I'll show you the trailer hooked up to it. Yes, there's the trailer. Different color, but that'll do. And we'll use that one. Hook the trailer up. Back in the truck, pop out, and as you can see, that is the trailer. And it's a B double basically, with like I say, curtain sider at the front and a flatbed at the base, at the back. And that's the truck that it comes with. And again, you don't have to use it with that truck. That's part of it. Part of the bundle that you get is the truck and trailer, and the trailer can be used with any of your trucks if you wish. Right, so that's that truck. Now the next one is which one did we have after that? That's right, the Freightliner Agassi, or Agassi. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that either, but I say Agassi, you say Agassi. Are you Agassi? Okay, so let's have a look at that one. And where is that? Where is it? There it is. Freightliner Agassi. Got my logo on it. We'll go into the workshop and have a look at it. And yeah, as you can see, really nice looking truck. Comes together really well. It's the cab over with sleeper. And like I say, the only problem with this truck that I find is that the brakes are extremely bad on it. And you've got to turn the intensity up, way up, to make sure that they work properly. And also the steering can be a little bit of a handful every now and again. So let's go on the interior and have a look around here. I couldn't get the cat on this one. For some reason I couldn't get the mod to work in it. But very nice interior. As you can see, well appointed. And another great truck. Just needs a bit of a tweak with your brakes, etc. So that's the Freightliner Agassi. Then we've got the Mac-R. Let's have a look at the Mac-R. It's in my livery. It's got the paint job of Argy Bargy Transport. Love this truck too. It comes in quite a few formats. You've got single lamp, dual lamp, then you've got different chassis types with different size fuel tanks that you can pick and choose from. And because if you change it, it changes maneuverability and what cargoes you can take. This one's way more maneuverable than the others, so that's the one I've chosen. Engine wise, again, you can use any of the Mortal and Cash or the JC Amateurs, plus it comes with its own modded engines if you wish. Same with the gearboxes. You can use any of the Eaton Fuller gearboxes in it. It comes with, I think, 6 and 8 speed as standard. But like I say, I add, actually no, it goes up to 12 by the looks of it. But I added an 18 speed to it because I prefer the 18 speed. Plus it comes with various paint jobs. As you can see, you choose your different paint jobs, etc, etc. So that's the Mach-R. I love this truck. Got a great sound, and it's very old school, but I like the old school trucks. And last but not least is the Freightliner FLB. This baby right here. Again, another great looking old school truck. And it's in the Argy Bargy Transport livery with the Argy Bargy Transport logos and paint job. And this one's, I've gone a little bit over the top with it and modded quite a bit of it. But again, you can do as much or as little as you want to change it. And again, the cat's in there having a stretch. Okay, let's have a look interior wise. Interior is quite good. It's for an older truck, it's got quite a fairly modern sort of look to it. And you can get various things. As you can see, I've gone overboard with the interior gear. I've got a CB, hanging spider, GPS put here, the cat. What else? I think that's all I've got in here. Yeah, but very nice interior, and really well put together mod. Another one by Harvin. He does a great job, this guy, and he does it for free. Let's try and zoom in there so you can see the engine bay and everything. Man, it's just incredible what he does. So detailed. I mean, even underneath, you've got everything in detail under there. Nothing's missed. So yeah, so that's all the different mods that I recommend for a beginner. Obviously, there'll be a lot of people that tell you should add another one of this or extra of that. They're the ones that I do with all my profiles when I'm starting out. And again, if you've seen something in this video that you're not too sure about, that you want to know more about, you can either click on the link with the how-to videos, or you can go over to the Discord, join that, and there's a great bunch of guys over there from the VTC and guys that aren't even in the VTC that just are members of the Discord. We get together doing convoys and such, have great fun, so worth your while to check it out. And again, like I say, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It's free, helps me out with YouTube. Also, if you like that, give me the thumbs up. Anybody that you know of that might benefit by looking at this video, please share it with them. And if you did enjoy it, hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.